for a spot in the NFC Championship game. This one is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Penix going to throw straight away. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's Divisional Robinson. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Penix here from the gun. And the defense making a play on this opening series. That one is knocked away, and that brings up 3rd down.
I don't think there's any question about it. You could see right from the jump here, the point of emphasis with this coaching staff. Be active with your hands, not just one guy. All these guys are flying around and so actively, aggressively looking for that impact play.
Third down, it's Penix. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First and 10, a run to Robinson. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Penix finds him on the crossing route. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
On 1st down, here's Penix. They'll try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
They have it 1st and goal, an early lead available here in the postseason. Here's Robinson. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. So the first lead of our game goes to our visitors, Brock, and I know it is very early, but tough not to have that word upset at least start to creep into your mind just a bit.
When you go into someone else's building in the playoffs, this place has been juiced. They have been so hyped to get to this game. Yeah, and the odds certainly in the home team's favor, but you go out and score, touchdown in the opening drive, you level it a whole bunch.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Ready!
This is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt in it for the first time. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Go! Dragon, six the Eagles,
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Ready! Cowboy 80! Buffalo 18! Go!
From the gun, it's Daniels. Completed to his running back. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Throwing on 1st down, Daniels. Gets everything he has under this one. He's got it inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders finish off their opening drive. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. Each round of the playoffs, Brock, getting some early points becomes more and more important. And they're on the board here in the divisional round.
Pretty tricky round for a lot of teams to get through, which makes some early momentum, to your point, all the more valuable. They're doing all they can to avoid getting tripped up before that conference title affair.
Okay, the kickoff for Washington.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cougar 19. Let go.
First play's a design run. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they have a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
This time he's looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that's gonna leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
Third and long. They're going to throw. He has the first over the middle. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons break the tie here in the first.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
C.E.O. on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. C.E.O. all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready, right?
Starting on the ground team, Krosky Merritt. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Tackled there by James Pierce.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Let's go. 7.
Play action now. Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
A 3-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7.
That'll do it for one quarter of this NFC Divisional Round matchup. It's a 14-7 game. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this.
Ready, set.
Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They're looking at 3rd and 7.
Panther 11. Ready.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Krosky Merritt on 1st down. He picks up 5 on that 1st down run, brings up 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
19 Lions.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Escapes out to the left. Now he takes it, and he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. 5 yards on that play, and enough for a new set of downs.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. They'll give it to Krosky Merritt. Keeps on moving into the red zone. Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, more often than not, it's a passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Blown back, it's the handoff. Past the 40, at the 20, and they take this in for the score. The Falcons just need 2 snaps to steal the lead.
Kate, that play right there, that run is exactly why this team wanted this rookie on their roster. It is so hard to break away from the pack at the NFL level. This rookie is putting on a show.
Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Daniels setting up the play action. Headed out right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Krosky Merritt straight ahead. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
On the jump.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Come on, drag him, 60. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Daniels now. That's McLaurin with a catch out left. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
3.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates, 70.
Daniels back to throw. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Okay, ready?
So the pass on that long 52-yard field goal attempt, they're going for it.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Fourth down, here's Daniels. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Here's Robinson to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
And it went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. Another carry for Robinson. And a productive run there on 2nd down. That's a gain of 6.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More coming up from Northwest Stadium. Stick around. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They'll air it out on 3rd. Cut down the field. It's Pitts. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Falcons first down.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Penix on 1st down. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that is good enough for Atlanta 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. They'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Penix now. Looking for him on the screen there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down produces nothing. Back to the huddle they go for 3rd down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. trying to run here with Robinson. And they're not going to get it. Stop short of the line to gain. This is going to be 4th down now. Following the play, we have an injured commander. The training staff out there to check on him as we pause. So now on 4th down, the Falcons electing to send Young Hui Koo after the field goal. The upright's 31 yards away, dead ahead. Koo able to put it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
You look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80s.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. Escapes a defender. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here we go, set. Panther 60, Panther 60.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. Getting out to his left. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Daniels on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. That was intended for Deebo Samuel. And now it's 2nd down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
18 Cardinal. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 19 Lion.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Forced out to his right. And he sails that one over the end zone.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Gay's kick is good. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
Kid, I don't think there's any question. This is going to be a close game when it's all said and done because it's awfully tight here at the half. And that field goal, that gives them a little more confidence running into the locker room.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, because this one goes for a touchback. Here comes the final play of our first half. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our second half gets underway. Luke McCaffrey now on the return. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Play action now with Daniels. This is a heater going deep. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Ready.
So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store.
Come on, set. Cougar now.
Firing quickly out wide, Daniels. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Panther 60. Deputy Lions.
To the air on 3rd and long. That's Perry on the catch. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that 1st down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The Commanders ready for the punt. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They're going play fake with Penix. To the right side and reeled in by London. He's at the 30. Hits the 20. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons push their lead further to start the half. Drake London with the touchdown. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Okay, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons double their lead to 14. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. Screen pass here for Krosky Merritt. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down, because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 10.
On the set.
Falcons going nickel, 3rd down.
Ready? 6, Bronco 80.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. He's got the first down grab. It's still going. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
60 vices. Let's go. 60.
To throw again, it's Daniels. Into the hands of his running back, Krosky Merritt. And they make the stop. I'm going to say it about the 37-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Okay.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
Stephanie. 19 Lions. Go.
Again, Daniels to the air. Hits his running back. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. So 20 yards on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready.
Hand off to Krosky Merritt, running left. And he got what he could there, rolling to the 14. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
You're going to run again here with Krosky Merritt. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
3 brings up 3rd and 3.
Ready, set. Ready. 79 Broncos. Let go.
From the gun, it's Daniels. And this is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Nicole Hardman now on the return. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. And that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. 60 Eagles. Viking, 18. Alert, push, alert. 19, Lion. Let's go.
Penix here from the gun. Throw right side is caught by Robinson. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Penix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Third and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike.
It's 4th down.
Picked up at the 38. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go.
Giving this to Kronsky-Merritt. And they will stop him at the line on what proves to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. The Commanders with it, facing the end of their postseason as they trail. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Cowboy 80.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Drops this one off to Kronsky-Merritt. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
10 at the 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go, set. 70 Timberwolves. Check smash. Ready.
They go inside give to Kronsky-Merritt. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point. They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now.
Ready. Nice.
Out of the gun, Daniels. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down. Looks looks like he got it to the 27.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
On the jump.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down.
19 tight. Come on, come on. Set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
This is coming in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders now trail by just a point in the 4th.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th.
31. Matt Gay to kick off for Washington.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
On the return. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Man in motion here. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And they don't connect looking deep there, but this play's not quite over yet. There's a flag on the field. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag. Penix looking to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. And he makes up for the penalty nicely and then some. Gain of 8. It's going to be 2nd and 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
Second down now. They need 7. They go play action. Here's Penix. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders get it back at the 45-yard line following that interception return.
Intercepted. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 45.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. A run now with Krosky Merritt. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Ready.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
18 Rattler. Ready.
Play action now. Daniels. Flushed out of the pocket. He just throws this one away.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually the only option left was to throw it away.
Okay,
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Tag. 18 Cardinal. Cup 19. 79 Broncos.
He'll throw it. On the move, headed right. That's caught for the 1st. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. Give him 38 on that one. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But on the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
From the gun, run for Krosky Merritt. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Not the big play they were hoping for when you call a jet sweep, but at the very least, it got him some positive yards. Things could have easily gone backwards there.
So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Ready? 60, go!
This one set up for Daniels. 2 yards to the pickup. They're going to be left with 4th and 4. Now, before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Washington field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
Kicked well, and this is good! And late in the 4th, they have grabbed the lead.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Now to give to Divisional. First down only gets about a yard here. The defender there to force him out. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Penix working from the gun. Completed to his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Falcons trail by a field goal. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. He's got a man left. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Hits him on the out route. And he gets out of bounds to save that final timeout. This picks up the first down, too.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
They've got first down here from the 36. Setting up to pass. They'll try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a Falcon first down.
At that down and distance, this group is pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Receiver in motion, going left. Here he is to throw. Couldn't get the screen set up properly. Broad pass incomplete, and they're going to hope for better results now on second down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane, and he couldn't do it on that one.
Back to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
To throw. And this is going to be hit by a defender and knocked away. Incomplete as the end zone look comes up empty, Brock. We've got a fourth down decision to make. Young Hueku out for the field goal. Pressure hanging over this kick. Made his first one. This is a little over 40. Looking good, and it's through. And inside the final minute, they've tied this up.
It's such a confidence builder to a sideline, to an entire team, Kate, when you can rely and trust your kicker in these big moments. He tied it up, and now it's incumbent upon his defense to do their job.
And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone, so the football will come back out to the 20. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Daniels back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Let's go now. Bronco 80.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. Can't connect on this one. A rare miss. Been thrown for him all game, but this one didn't work out. It's 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Okay,
Still at the 30 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
70 Rangers, 7, Cougar.
From the gun, it's Daniels. He's trying to push the field. Oh, my goodness, it's intercepted. So it's at just shy of their own 45 after that interception and return.
Just how many times do these games at this level, Kate, come down to plays like this? In the end, you don't want to be the team making the mistakes. You want to be the one capitalizing on them. Now this offense has got a chance to do so.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's 2nd down coming up. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Quick slant into the hands of Mooney. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
An entire game coming down to the leg of Younghoe Koo. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. Now it all comes down to the veteran, confidently marching out for this moment. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. It has the distance, and it's on target. It's good! And they're going to play for the conference championship next week. So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And they pulled off the rare and elusive road win in the postseason, which means their journey stays alive another week as they head to the conference championship, where they're going to get a shot to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. A well-earned win for the Falcons. As with that, we sign off from D.C.